Hello there and welcome to CCTV News. I'm Li Dongning in Beijing. China is marking the 69th anniversary of its victory in the War of Resistance against Japanese aggression. And the War of Resistance began in 1937 when Japan launched a full-scale invasion after the July the 7th incident, also known as the Lugo Bridge incident. And the 8-year war cost more than 35 million Chinese lives, both soldiers and civilians. A special commemoration has been held in the Museum of the War of Resistance against Japanese aggression in Beijing. And Chinese President Xi Jinping, along with other state leaders, veterans and young people, attended the ceremony, which was presided over by Premier Li Keqiang. During the ceremony, the 1,500 attendees all sang the national anthem played by a military band. A 14-gun salute was also fired to symbolize the 14 years of endeavor fighting against the Japanese aggressors. And after the attendees observed a minute of silence for those who lost their lives in the war, accompanied by the song dedicating flowers, President Xi Jinping and other state leaders presented flower baskets to the martyrs at the museum, and doves were later released to symbolize the hope for peace. And now here is a look at how September the 3rd came to be formalized as a victory day in Chinese people's war of resistance against the Japanese aggression. On August the 15th, 1945, Japanese Emperor Hirohito gave a recorded radio address in which he announced his country's surrender, and the surrender ceremony was held on September the 2nd aboard the American battleship, the USS Missouri. Officials from the Japanese government signed the Japanese instrument of surrender, thereby bringing the fighting in the World War II to an end. On February the 27th this year, China's top legislature passed a draft decision to formalize September the 3rd as the Victory Day. The decision was made at the bi-monthly session of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress. Through legislative procedures, the day aims to reflect the will of the Chinese people and also acts as a reminder of the need to remember history. Well, very few people know that Zhejiang, a small and quiet county in central China's Hunan province, is the site of Japan's first formal surrender to China after World War II. Our reporter Xia Ruitue went to the county to get a glimpse of its history.
On August 21st, 1945, representatives of the Japanese military signed a memorandum of surrender in Zhejiang County in Huaihua, Hunan Province, acknowledging its defeat by China. In the 69 years since, everything at this site has been kept in its original condition. Though it's not swarming with people like many other tourist destinations, its historical stature still beckons visitors.
It's very important for all the Chinese people to remember what happened in Zhejiang in 1945. It marked the first time in modern times that Japan was presented as a loser in the war, begging for China's orders.
A recently discovered 20-minute video shot by a U.S. journalist has shed more light on what happened that day. At 11:15 a.m., Japanese Vice General Secretary Takeo Imai and a delegation of 8 people landed at Zhejiang Airport. The convoy circled the airport with white flags on their cars. Xiao Yisu, a Chinese army chief of staff, then led the 1-hour surrendering ceremony. Takeo Imai accepted the details of the memorandum.
这段视频我们找了20多年。
Japan had to refer to Germany's surrender because it did not have any experience in surrendering. The whole process took 52 hours. It marked an end to 80 years of Chinese forces fighting the Japanese invaders. I'm so excited that we found this film after 20 years of searching.
Zhejiang was chosen as a surrender site because of its role as an important military fortress during the war. It was home to the second largest airport in the Far East battlefield that provided cover for a number of planes. It later also became the base for the famed Flying Tigers Air Squadron, led by the U.S. General Claire Chennault, which helped resist the Japanese forces. A museum commemorating General Chennault and his Flying Tigers was also constructed in Zhejiang. nearly 1,400 historical artifacts demonstrating the pilots' bravery are on display there.
This is the museum's hero wall. On it are the names of 2,193 pilots who made up Flying Tigers. It honors courageous men who helped end the war and bring about the peace.
Together, the museum and the surrender site reflect Zhejiang County's crucial role in the war and its undeniable place in Chinese history. 夏瑞雪 CCTV, Zhejiang County, Hunan Province.
You're watching CCTV News. A U.S. military strike in Somalia